The Pacific Northwest is taking over South by Southwest. I'm Jose Cedeño, and tonight on Evening,
where to stay in Austin, Texas, when you are attending the festival. And we follow a Seattle band to an iconic record shop to check out their new album. Plus, we share a few red carpet moments from South by Southwest Film Festival.
12's what's happening.
hello and welcome to the show from South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. It's a festival premiering the latest in music, film, tech, and much more.
I'm having a great time, enjoying meeting new people, getting free drinks, free food. Yeah, it's a vibe out here.
Many of the events is happening right here in Concrete Street. Just south is our first stop, Colton House Hotel.
Just minutes away from all the local attractions, Lady Bird Lake, downtown, the east side, and only 8 miles from the airport. Colton House Hotel is an all-suite hotel. We have a pool, a coffee shop and bar called Simona's Coffee and Cocktails. We also bring in that Austin culture with a food truck named La Taquicardia with awesome Austin-style tacos. We're very different from other properties because we're a small luxury hotel that feels like home. So it's casual as well as very well appointed, awesome decoration, and you just want to sit, read a book, have a coffee or a drink, and hang out for a while with your pals.
So what can you tell me about the connection you guys have with the festival?
So currently in Austin is South by Southwest Festival, which is live music all over town. Colton House Hotel also participates with an event called Meanwhile in Music. We just had our 4th annual this weekend. It's very successful with 22 artists live in our backyard.
All right, you can visit them if you're coming to South by Southwest or if you just want to visit Austin, Texas. Now, this is the moment where many musicians literally take all over the city.
Imagine cruising around the city of Austin, discovering music of all types. With live performances on the streets, bars, and even iconic stores like Waterloo Records. That's where I found the band Packaging, getting ready to perform.
I'm Daniel. I play guitar and sing in Packaging.
And my name is Connor. I play keyboards and sing and a little woodblock too. Packaging is kind of a indie rock, experimental art pop. Started it with the intention of just working on recordings. And I've kind of transitioned that into the live setting.
There's some kind of psychedelic stuff. There's indie rock.
What is it like to be representing the Northwest, representing Seattle, and South by Southwest?
It feels good to be here. I haven't been here in quite a while.
This is spacious and air conditioned and a big stage and has like Austin quality sound.
If you grab one, we'll sign it for you.
Packaging took the opportunity to promote their new album.
Packaging by Packaging. I feel like the record's supposed to be kind of artful and textural, a little bit experimental, but still approachable.
A vinyl exclusively distributed by Soul Pop Records via Share It Music.
Share It Music. What is it like to be part of that record label?
They're great. We get to choose a nonprofit that part of the proceeds from our record go to, which is an awesome thing to be able to do.
Talk to me about a song.
Running Through the Airport. I was flying to Denver and literally had to run through the airport. I was like, hey, song idea, Running Through the Airport.
How do you guys get the creative side to come up with new songs?
It's a lot of just like slow tinkering, like a lot of, here's an idea and let's just play with it.
And trying to have fun with it.
Their first album is already getting great reviews, giving them the opportunity to play in shows like KEXP.
Is Seattle part of the influence of the band?
I think it's a part of it. I think that the Pacific Northwest has definitely affected.
I think the message for this record was to travel while you listen to it. That was like a hope of ours, that we would make a record that people listen to while they travel.
Packaging's self-titled album is out right now. Now let's go from music to films, because in this festival, there's a lot of premieres when it comes to movies and TV. That's right, our evening producer, Joan Marr, has more.
The Film and TV Festival is a huge part of South by Southwest in Austin, with over 375 screenings happening throughout the city. We had the chance to catch a few movie premieres. Here's a sneak peek at our red carpet coverage.
12's what's happening.
Look at us go.
Marshawn Lynch and Rita Ora spoke to us about their action thriller called He Bled Neon. This film is about a man's journey to Las Vegas after his estranged brother's mysterious death.
I love him.
Marshawn's cast members kept complimenting the former Seahawks player's acting abilities.
It's awesome, really, to see someone that's reached the top of their discipline and enter a new discipline with humility and like respect.
A lot of your co-stars have been talking about how good of an actor you are tonight. Have you really enjoyed it? They have. I got it on tape.
I think they awesome, man. But it's good, though. That's cool. That's salad.
Next, we chatted with Maud Apatow about her directorial debut, Poetic License. She's the daughter of famous comedy director Judd Apatow and actress Leslie Mann.
My favorite scene to shoot was they do mushrooms in the movie and all like run outside on the lawn of the college, and it was really fun to shoot. We were all running around and dancing and having fun.
This film is currently slated to release in theaters nationwide on May 15th. Plus, we spoke to the cast and crew behind the film Basic, starring Ashley Park and Leighton Meester.
It took like 7 years, but we got there and we made the feature. It was like, it felt really satisfying, you know what I mean? To do the short and then to actually, you know how many shorts I've done that never turned into a real movie? Like, this was very special.
Several of the films and documentaries screening here even had Pacific Northwest ties. We chatted with local film critic Chase Hutchinson, who we ran into while covering the festival.
I came to see the films. There were a lot of exciting premieres, a lot of big Washington movies, which is exciting, and I just wanted to take it all in. There was Phoenix Jones, The Rise and Fall of a Real-Life Superhero, a documentary about Phoenix Jones, which I imagine people will know about. There was Sky King, a documentary about the man who stole a plane from SeaTac. There was The Life We Leave, about human composting in Washington State, which was one of the first states to legalize it. Those were the kind of 3 big documentaries that I would say really stood out. There was Wishful Thinking, which is another Pacific Northwest movie. It's a Portland set, sci-fi infused romantic dramedy / rom-com that was probably the discovery of the festival and really jumped out to me. Oh, I definitely think I'll be coming back to South by Southwest. It has a lot of interesting new filmmakers that I'm always like looking to find. Like I said, with Wishful Thinking, that was my discovery of the festival. And if I hadn't been here, it would not have been something that I would have seen otherwise.
Thank you, Jan. I had the chance to check a couple films myself. My favorite ones were the documentary shorts. Now, I know you're looking at this jacket. Yes, it's from Seattle artist L.A. Wiltbank.
Ooh, yep, this looks good.
She has donated a lot of her unique wearable art pieces to musicians from Seattle.
Still to come on Evening, we travel back in time with big Northwest bands that performed at South by Southwest. And we follow that up with new artists that are rising in the music industry.
Wow! Local stories make a difference.
That's good.
With the power to enrich lives, strengthen communities, and make us smile. Evening is made possible by Primera Blue Cross. Primera Blue Cross, always in your corner.
Welcome back to the show from South by Southwest in Austin, Texas. Right now, I'm at the British Music Embassy. This spot features over 60 emerging UK artists from all types of genres, like pop, rock, hip-hop, and much, much more. For many of them, this was their first time at the festival.
Honestly, it's my first time in the States. Austin's lush, it's very busy, everyone's really sweet.
Unbelievable. Honestly, I don't even think it's going to feel real for me until I'm on that plane home and I'm like, I did that.
As a young artist from the UK, you dream about performing in America. So to be in America performing at one of the world's biggest festivals is just like, it's a dream come true, defo.
This festival has been celebrating music since 1987. And of course, many iconic bands have played here. Which it makes me wonder, is there any big names from the Northwest?
Mudhoney performed many times at South by Southwest. Their first time was back in 1989, just 2 years after the festival started.
Here comes sickness, here comes sickness.
making Mudhoney part of the early wave of alternative and underground bands invited to the festival. Believe it or not, back in March 18, 1992, Nirvana was part of the festival. They play at Liberty Lunch. This show happened just few months after Nevermind exploded worldwide because of their song Smells Like Teen Spirit. Def Cab for Cutie has also been part of this unique festival over the years. Starting in 1998, while they were still on the indie level, Barsuk Records, with their album Something About Planes. Speaking of Def Cab, the Postal Service, the electronic pop duo fronted by Ben Gilbert from Def Cab for Cutie and Jimmy Tamborello. The band has been a notable act at South by Southwest in past years. In 2013, they celebrated the 10th anniversary of their album Give Up. Also, they were included at South by Southwest 18 bands you should see. In 2014, Soundgarden showed up at the ACL Live at the Moody Theater, where they performed Super Unknown from start to finish to celebrate the album's 20th anniversary. More recently, in 2017, the Naked Giants had their chance to perform. An evening was there. Our own St. Brian spent some time with the band. Back then, they were hoping for one big wish.
Hopefully get signed. I mean, that's the goal. We got all the other support we really need.
And yes, they did get signed by New West Records.
As you see, the Northwest has been represented here very, very well. Speaking of that, there's a Tacoma native that's been playing here not once or twice, but multiple times with many groups. I'm talking about the songwriter, singer, producer, and multi-instrumentalist St. Gabriel. I chat with him as he was getting ready to perform at the Sunset Tavern in Seattle.
There was a year, I think maybe 2014, that I played 27 shows in a week between two bands, which was really fun. It's not something I do again. Every venue has a show from basically 11 in the morning to 2 in the morning. It's beautiful chaos. You can see any band that you want. My parents and I went out to dinner the first time I got accepted to South by with my band. It was awesome.
Okay, enough about the bands that play here in the past. Let's talk about the bands that are playing right now, because this place, the British Music Embassy, has launched a career of many musicians. That's perfect for our transition to our segment called Meet the Band.
Greetings, my name is King Chasm. I'm the producer and MC for Mid-Century Modern.
My name is Jessie Kogita, and I'm the singer for the band Mid-Century Modern.
If somebody has never heard your music, tell me what's all about.
I would say our music is a mixture of jazz and hip-hop and recorded and live elements.
Straight from the soul.
Coming back to the place where I started.
Exploring new things, exploring new sounds, rooted in your individuality, represent the Northwest to the world.
How you guys got together?
We started dating right before the pandemic. We just had this great musical chemistry as well.
Speaking, my intellectuality is peaking.
My experience growing up in Seattle is very much part of my music. There's such a diverse music community in Seattle.
What do you want people to get out of your music?
I would say just that it's fun to experiment, like try new things. Don't be afraid to mix genres and mix ideas. Been to South by Southwest before, and I was aware of the scope and scale of this like massive event, and just being able to be here is super exciting.
She drinks gin martinis, wears pink thong bikinis.
I want people who are hearing the music for the first time to be able to take away that no matter how scary, obscure thought is, that they're not alone. Avery Cochran, pop singer-songwriter. Love you, Seattle.
And she's twisting, shape-shifting on a Saturday night.
I would describe my performance style as having fun. I started performing music in 2022. It's always been a dream of mine to play South by Southwest, and to finally be here feels like such a milestone and feels like it's a testament. feels amazing. Seattle has such a brilliant history of musicians, and I have been making music in Seattle for the last 5 years, and it feels so cool to be recognized down here in Texas. This last year has been really exciting for me. Big strides have been made this last year, and it does feel like a turning point.
And of course, we're gonna have more on music later in the show.
Up next, a Seattle company pitches their innovative product to South by Southwest that is transforming gameplay for fans with disabilities. In the middle of the street, Rivian had a fun off-roading exhibition where the SUVs were going up and down and even cruising on 2 wheels. So you know I have to try it. All right, Diego, show me what makes this car the best car.
Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Just so you know, you're doing great, Diego.
Thank you.
And for the grand finale, we went for the tallest hill in the course.
Thank you for the ride, man. Of course, man. Let's have a good day.
Well, that was a fun ride. Welcome back to the show from South by Southwest here in Austin, Texas. Now, this festival is not only about film and music, it's also about innovation. And there's a company in Seattle that created a product that is taking gameplay to the next level for people with disabilities.
My name is Jared Mace, founder, CEO of OneCourt. OneCourt is a tactile broadcast designed for fans with visual disabilities. People can effectively watch the game with their fingertips. So the light bulb moment was a few years ago. I saw a video of a blind person at a soccer match, and they were sitting in the stands with a woman who was watching the game and at the same time moving their hands across a game board to represent the action. And for me, it really stood out that this is a new way to watch sports.
I'm pretty sure it was a lot of work because you have an idea and now you have to make it happen.
I started it in 2021. It's been an incredible process and something that our entire team has been a part of.
What does this machine does?
It's like a visual screen, but instead of pixels that you see, they're pixels that you feel. So you can imagine your favorite players running across the field, you're able to feel them run. There's different vibrations depending on what's happening in the game. It's like a TV screen for your hands. We have the 50-yard line as dotted so that you can find that easily. We've relied on advancements in tracking data at the professional level of sports to really make this happen. We've started with football, basketball, baseball, and soccer. Portland Trail Blazers. It's available at every single home game. Fans can simply check it out on game day. You check it out from guest services, you enjoy the game, you bring it back.
It's telling me where the ball is at with vibration.
This is so groundbreaking for the blind community.
People are sharing really touching experiences all the time of how OneCourt has impacted their sports experience. They feel like a part of the action. To know that our product has made an impact and touched people's lives, it's just incredible. This is just the beginning. Sports is just the beginning. There's so much more for us to do. We all know that sports and entertainment, film, music, it's for everyone. And I think we all want to see a world where that's not just a belief, but it's actually true. And I think South by Southwest is the perfect place to showcase that.
Okay, I got an update for you guys because they are now the winners of the 2026 South by Southwest Pitch Event Contest in the category of entertainment, media, sports, and creator content. You can now also enjoy their list to have their product at home. Now that's a thing.
When we return, we share a music video from a Seattle band and South by Southwest performers. Packaging.
Now in our 40th season, Evening shares local stories that make our community shine. Evening is sponsored by Pemco Insurance. Pemco empowers the Northwest to prevent the preventable. Learn how at pemco.com.
Welcome back to the show from Austin, Texas. Now, we just run out of time, but I hope you enjoy this special just like I did. And I will see you on our next trip. Before I leave, I'm gonna leave you with the music video of Packaging. This is their song, Running Through the Airport.